Hello, hello, hello. It's Double9Radio 1916 0704 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited. I am overwhelmed with excitement because we have an amazing guest on the show this evening. I'm sure you're wondering, why is Double9 again excited as always? What can I say? I have amazing guests on the show. And today is no different. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise about that. As you know, technology can be a bit funny as well. Trust me, she didn't try and run away. She didn't try and vanish, but it was just technology. But I have her back on the show as we speak now. She's lovely. She's wonderful. She's amazing. Who do we have on the show this evening?
Hi, how are you?
I am you know what?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you. See, when people ask me how I am, they make me go into this wonderful, I don't want to call it rant, but it's almost like expression of my excitement. When you ask me, how are you? I can't answer. I cannot answer normally. I have to go like, I am super excited. I am amazed. I am wonderful. I am glad you're here.
No, I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I'm a bit nervous.
I'm nervous is good.
So,
I'm nervous too. I'm nervous too because I'm talking to a big star, a president, an amazing, wonderful person on the show this evening. I am nervous too, but don't let us tell anyone that. No one should know. No one should know. This is just between you and me. No one should know. Okay. So who do we have on the show this evening? I'm sure my listeners are wondering, who's this person with this amazing laugh on the show?
I am Chikune. I'm a Namibian singer-songwriter. The genre that I do, I started doing Afro jazz, but now I'm currently doing Afro fusion as well. So I've only been in the game a few years, trying to juggle music with medicine. But now I'm excited to just focus on my music now before I start my internship. So Chikune in a nutshell is a musician / medical doctor, just like Lioness. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? You just mentioned Lioness there as well. I mean, Lioness, big up to her as well. Amazing artist, amazing personality, amazing individual. And I adore, the Namibian artists, the way you kind of support each other. I think it's quite amazing. I think it's a great thing that people or other artists can emulate and copy. Or copy as well, because I think it's an amazing thing. Because she said, you know what, I have this amazing artist. I have this amazing artist. She'll be great on the show. And she did. And once we got your confirmation, trust me, I was so excited. I couldn't wait as well. But the other thing you mentioned, you said you're a medical doctor. I think that's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. Like,
qualified. I just qualified a few weeks ago. So I got the results. Yeah, literally got the results a few weeks ago, so I'm ecstatic.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
I have no words, yes.
Wow. Congratulations on
so
that. What an amazing achievement. What an amazing achievement. Okay. I mean, you mentioned as well, you're an artist as well, who's not been, too long in the entertainment industry. But before we actually get into that, tell us, what inspires you?
I guess it's just life on its own. I don't know. I like to take from my personal experiences and try to incorporate it into my art. I don't. I don't know. I feel like the more real you are, the more receptive, like people are of your sound or of your art, and so on. So that's what inspires me, and also the people around me, my family, and that's short and sweet.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite good. That's quite good. You mentioned, life. Life is a very important thing because life cannot be predicted, isn't it? It's almost like, different things come your way and you just have to adapt to life itself.
Yeah, just have to adapt.
Yes, and you have to adapt. And also you mentioned family as well. Family is a very important thing as well, I think.
Very important.
Yes, I think that's quite amazing that you mentioned that as well. But I mean, okay, so... How did it all start? Tell us, how did you get into music? What made you think, this is it? Was there some sort of like a, musical, or did you attend, like a concert and say, mommy, daddy, this is what I want to do? You were blown away. How did it all start?
Well, it actually started when I moved to the city to begin my studies. Was my first year of med school. and I needed to make some money. So I needed to have a part-time job that was flexible enough for me to go to school full-time and still make an extra buck on the side. So then I started doing corporate gigs.
Okay.
And then I was picked up by a local label, and then Chikune was born. I don't know. I didn't think it would take off. I didn't think I could make something of it. So, like, the fact that now I've gone to the point where I could pay tuition with music was, I don't know. Like, this is just a blessing.
It is a blessing, isn't it?
That's how it started.
It is a blessing. I think with that story there, okay, you mentioned that you wanted to do it because you needed to pay bills, but I think there was a bit of passion involved as well, because
of course, like I guess it's from that African perception that the art, we can't pay the bills with the art, so you don't really like going into the art isn't something that we normally think about because it's not encouraged. It's not encouraged here. So I've always loved to sing. I've always sung just to relieve my stress as a small child, and then I took part in a few competitions on the side as well, and I did very well. And then I realized that this is something that that's in my heart, and it's something that I see myself doing. So,
amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it is quite remarkable that, you know, from there you never gave up, isn't it? You never gave up. You went into it, and that passion saw you through. But the other passion I see that you have is being a doctor, because you have to have passion for that as well, because being a doctor or going to medical school, it's not an easy thing.
It's not an easy thing, but I like to think of it as I guess my purpose is to heal the body and the soul. So I heal the body with my skills, my medical skills, and I heal the soul with my music. So
wow. I mean, I begin to wonder what is life like as a med student and a female artist?
It's not easy. It's not an easy feat, but it's just all about just pushing through, like you said, and just time management, and you have to have a good support system, of course.
Yeah, you're very right.
And you have to have a thick backbone. You can't let people sway you. I mean, you will go through a lot. There were moments where I cried myself to sleep, thinking I wouldn't be able to do it. But here I am. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, you are. And I'm sure there's a lot of young ladies out there who are looking at you and being inspired. And, you know, especially you and Lioness as well. I mean, I mentioned her name as well because she's amazing. Because I remember, you know, before she came on the show, you know, we agreed a date, but because she had to attend a medical emergency or something, we had to actually move the time forward. But she still, you know, gave her time to be that artist that she is as well. And I think likewise as yourself, you know, you went through the school. You ensured that, you know, your passion for helping others, you know, is done, and also your passion for music. I think that's such an inspiring story for any African queens out there or princesses listening to you this evening.
No, thank you very much. Thank you so much. And Lioness and I come a long way. We started the game together, so
wow.
We started the whole medical school and the whole music. We were together we went through the same journey. So, like, for her to have given me this opportunity, I don't know, like, I'm just lost for words.
Amazing.
Thank you, Toya.
Amazing. Okay, so, I mean, how long have you been in the entertainment industry? Because you mentioned not very long. So, how long is not very long?
Oh, so I started 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, about 5 years ago. Yeah, that's when I started.
5 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, 5 years is when I dropped my first single. Yeah,
wow. Yes, the first single. If I remember correct, I'm trying to remember the name now. Help me out on this one. You know, I think you won an award on that first single.
Everyone knows it. Yes, it's called Pumpkin.
Pumpkin, that's the word. You know, that's the word I was looking for. Because
Yes.
I remember your first album. Your first album was In With the New.
Yes, no, that's my second. Yeah, no, actually, yes.
Oh, look at you! Look at that! Look, I know. In 2015, you know.
So you know more than me, huh?
What can I say? So yeah, your first, you know, single was Pumpkin. Okay, fantastic. I mean,
Yes.
yes. You see, okay. I mean, so if you're still looking, your music, you produce and you sing and you entertain with people. Who would you say your music most identify with?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Your music, it's
Yes.
it's amazing. It's lovely. Who would you say your music most identify with? Who would say your crowd are? Who are the people that listen to your music?
I would say it's so if I can maybe give an age group. Usually it's the young adults, so the 18s to in the mid 20s. So nowadays with my new sound with the amapiano and a little bit of the house, I've my music has resonated really well with the youngsters, the schoolgoers and So mainly for us in Namibia now it's the youth, but there are a lot of the older population also enjoy my music as well. So.
Fantastic. I mean,
I don't know if I answered the question.
Maybe I'm sure you did, because I love your music. I don't know. I can't say my age. I might be in my 20s. Who knows?
Yeah.
Is she you love Flo-Me?
Right.
I could be. Who knows? I could be. But anyway.
Oh yeah, you could be.
We're not gonna be revealing the age of anyone on here at present. We're just gonna go.
No. No way.
No way. We're not doing that. Okay. I mean, your first album, In With The New, released in was it released in 2015, right? And you won an award as well.
So my first single was released in 2015. Pumpkin is one first single.
Okay.
And then In With The New was released in 2016, and that one got me Female Artist of the Year in Namibia, and then Female Artist of the Year for the Afrima Award.
Amazing.
Southern Africa. So, yeah.
So In With The New,
I've been blessed. Yeah.
You have been. I mean, you're amazing. Within 5 years, you're winning a couple of awards. Artists can be in the game forever and never get recognized. I think that's an amazing achievement. That one.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're most welcome. So In With The New, what? Tell us about that album. What inspired that album?
So I just wanted to bring in a new sound. At that time, Namibia was very Kwaito orient. It was very tough. It was a very tough market to penetrate. So when I introduced myself as Chikune, I wanted to give the Namibians an unorthodox sound, sort of like give them a little bit of a jazz pop sound, but then also incorporate our African sound.
Mm.
So I thought In With The New, I thought In With The New and Out to the Old,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thought that I had when I was creating that album. For me, honestly speaking, it was from having a single to having an album. It all went so fast for me, honestly.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I just had to put my music together, my sound together, and just come up, with something that people might resonate with. So
amazing. I mean, I think it just shows how hardworking you can be, and you're doing this, while still studying, being at med school as well.
And mind you, I recorded In With The New during my exams, my first year exams.
Can you imagine? Amazing. So inspiring. The saying that goes that you can achieve anything you want to, as long as you put your mind to it. And this is a typical example, because you dedicated yourself to both things. Your med school and and you being an artist as well. And you're winning awards. I think that's quite amazing.
Thank you.
So now, okay, In With The New, you wanted to change a bit of the music scene, and in Namibia it was a bit challenging, but you did successfully do that, where you were recognized, with an award, on the Namibia No Music Awards as well, the NAMAs, as you call it. Now you went over and created another album, brought another album out, which is Her. Tell us about that one.
Yes. So Her, I went through a lot of issues with the label at the time. There was a lot of drama, which I'm not going to go into. The past is in the past.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So I just wanted to sort of create a how do I say, a statement that you haven't broken me. you know. I'm still here, I'm still standing, and I'm still going to carry on. That was basically what what that album was about to me. Yeah.
Amazing. I think you did quite well on that one as well. And you mentioned the past is the past. Sometimes, challenges do come and they make us stronger as well. I want to talk briefly. Sorry, Karen.
Oh, so sorry. No, I wanted to say the more pain you experience, the more creative you are, I guess. I don't know.
Exactly that, which is quite amazing.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier about the importance of family, which is very key to be part of your success, in supporting you through med school and also supporting your career as well. But how challenging has it been, balancing, both family and music?
Well, because music to me was not the more challenging part. For me, it was balancing med school with family, because I was quite absent, in my family for a long time. Because my family stays in Oranjemund, which is down south of Namibia. So it's like 1,000 kilometers from where I had to study. So I was mainly absent. And then when it came time to do my music, which was weekends, I'd also have to split my time. But it was actually med school more that kept me away from them.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
wow.
But I'm hoping to make up for lost time.
Of course, I'm sure.
So, yes,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about being away from your family 1,000 kilometers away, which is quite a feat. It's quite far away. But it takes me back to when you won the Senior Vocalist of the World. An amazing achievement.
Oh my gosh!
I know.
You went back on that.
I know. I found that. I'm like, oh my gosh! She won the Senior Vocalist of the World. How did she do that? This was in LA, in the US. How? I mean, tell us about that one.
US. Oh my gosh! That time, it was actually a very, very important time in my life. I was going through quite a bit mentally. I had some mental issues, and I had to take some time off my studies, my school. And so then I just took during that time, I auditioned for a competition that I found at my local school.
Okay.
And then the next thing I knew, I'm in the city for the national competition, and then all of a sudden I'm flying to Los Angeles.
Wow.
So I didn't expect anything. I just went there for the experience, and that's actually when I realized that I had what it takes. What it takes to make it. To make it. Sometimes we doubt ourselves, but that was an eye opener for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was in 2012 at the World Championships of the Performing Arts. Yeah.
Wow. And how what was the experience like, when you're in LA, all the glitz and glam, and you actually won. How was it? What was that like?
Oh my gosh. I mean, like, what? First of all, I hate competition,
Yeah.
It was, the environment was intense. I'm seeing vocal trainer, like, with their teammates, and everyone is serious, and I'm just thinking, I'm here, and I've never learned how to train my vocals. I've never had any vocal training, so am I even good enough to be here? And I was just there thinking, let me just try it. Let me just do what I can. And then I just went there with my backtrack with what I knew, and the next thing I knew, I'm Senior Vocalist of the World, and I'm like,
amazing,
wow.
Amazing. The Senior Vocalist of the World.
Yeah.
That's quite an achievement. That's quite an achievement. That's really good. I mean, we found that. I'm like, oh my gosh, we have a Senior Vocalist of not just Namibia, of the world. Amazing. That's quite an achievement there. Amazing. Okay, let's talk about your new single. Oh, I'm excited about that one. I am excited. And I must say, it's a pleasure to be considered to play, the music. We're just going to give you a snippet as well, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to play the whole thing. We're keeping to ourselves, but it's amazing. Give you a snippet of it so you can understand the work she's put in. But tell us, what inspired this track? Because there's a bit of a story around this amazing single you just released.
So this song is just basically a testimony. I'm very religious, so it's a testimony of what I went through, to get here, to finally graduate. Just the role that God has, I always tell everyone that it's always just through grace by faith,
Amen.
that I've come this far. Yeah. So for me, this song is just telling the story about how, even though I lacked faith and I had doubts, and He still always came through for me. But then when I did this song, I just wanted to dedicate it to the patients, our community. I feel like we take our community for granted, especially the poorer community,
yeah.
The ones that are in our public hospitals, and the ones that actually listen to us and allow us students to clerk them, interview them, examine them. They actually have the patience to let us, practice on them, which is sometimes not an easy thing to do. And sometimes they'll sit in hours while we take our ASCII exams, just so that we can get our degree. And I feel like we overlook them, we don't consider them. And this is one way for me to just thank them, to honor them.
Amazing.
Well, so this song is for them, yeah.
Amazing. That's such a selfless act there as well. To appreciate, sometimes people that are overlooked, which are quite vital to, some of our successes, as you mentioned as well, because it's not just in your profession as a medical professional. I mean, there are other people out there who do, jobs where people overlook, but if they were not there, things would just probably break down. Yeah. And I think that's quite remarkable for you to actually do that. So we'll be playing it first on Double9Radio. When is it officially out?
So I actually wanted to drop it on Friday, but I'm too excited about it. I'm thinking I should do it with the video, drop it with the music video. So
yeah. I mean, I've listened to it. It's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I want to drop it with my music video, and the audience can be on the lookout. Can be on the. And my English. They can look out for it on next week, possibly next week, possibly Wednesday. The audio will be out. I'll have it on all the digital platforms, and then I'll drop the music video thereafter. So you must just pay attention, be on the lookout, check my feed.
Okay, fantastic. We're going to play a snip of it for you here first, and exclusive on Double9Radio, but it's just a snip. Just to get you in that mood, because
no. Go ahead.
I've listened to it. I'm thinking to myself, I should keep this to myself until people. But I said, I better share it with you as well, because I think it's quite amazing as well, and also the story behind it, why she actually, went in to dedicate this song to those amazing people who do great things. On that note, we're going to take a short break, and during the break, we'll be playing a snip of this new single. Chikune, do you want to introduce that single before we go to the break?
All right, guys. So listen into my new single. It's called Omutima. It's in my native language. And I hope it touches your soul as much as it touches mine. Enjoy. Love you guys.
Fantastic. Hello, it's Double9Radio. It's 1943 0704 2021. We have the amazing Chikune on the show this evening on the Fashion Entertainment Lifestyle Show, which I host Double9 on Double9Radio. Chikune, thank you again for coming on the show this evening.
Yeah, I'm here. I like the way you say my name.
I have to practice. And make sure.
Say it again.
Chikune.
Chikune.
Did I say it right?
I'm going to teach you. No, you say it right. But say Chikune.
Chikune.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chikune. Okay, that's how I'm gonna say this. Chikune.
You got it.
Chikune.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we just played a bit of the new single. What do you think? I thought it was amazing. I love the way she goes into the beat, and the beat just vibes in her voice as well. I think it's amazing. I know you can't wait to start streaming it as well. It's going to be available on all platforms on Friday. Make it a date, set the alarm, as well. I'm going to play, we got a show back again on Friday anyway, so I'm going to be playing that as well. So make sure you do stream it as well. Make sure you set your timer as well to ensure you support Chikune as well on this one. Fantastic. Again, it's amazing to have you on the show, and I really think it's amazing that, you know the backstory behind the track as well, recognizing, people that might be overlooked within the society, and also within the workplace as well. I think it's a great thing that you did create and wrote that song as well. Okay, so let's get more into it. I wanted to find out a bit more because I like to get artist perspective, different artist perspective on the show. Everywhere is different. We have the Nigerian music scene, we have the South African music scene, we have the Ghanaian music scene. But from your point of view, what do you think is lacking within the Namibian music scene and the entertainment industry, as a whole?
Funny thing. What you mentioned is that it's nice to see, artists so supportive of each other, and this is something that's actually quite new in the Namibian industry. Sometimes what is actually really lacking in the industry is we lack collaboration. Like just collaborating with each other, assisting each other, so that we can get. Because there are a lot of Namibians that are extremely talented. It's just that we don't have the platforms and the exposure, and we don't know about it. And you have our big artists that actually have access to this, but sometimes the information gets lost. It just doesn't get shared. So we get a little bit lost in terms of the international market. But I feel like we're growing, we're getting there. I mean, things are way better than they used to be. I mean, we are not mainly making music now for the local community anymore. Yeah. But we're making music for the international community. It's finally time for the international community to hear the Namibian sound, our language, our culture. So I'm super excited about that. And radio stations like you about giving us online platforms and opportunities for interviews like this. This is it's amazing.
I totally agree with you. Yeah. For us, we believe in showcasing the best of Africa and giving everybody an opportunity. As you mentioned, sometimes the platforms might not be available, and we do try our best to, provide and give artists that platform to showcase, because we recognize great talent and we recognize individuals who are putting in the work to make sure, they do bring out great music, like yourself, like Lioness as well. And also, I got another one coming on next week. I'm not even saying his name. I'm excited about that one as well. But you're quite right. The collaborations is a very key thing within the music industry. Yeah. Because what? Yes, exactly. I would say I was blown away, or I am still blown away, because Alanis was amazing. Because it's something unusual where not a lot of artists would recommend another artist to say, you know what, get this person on this as well, give her that exposure as well. Exactly. Because some individuals see it as competition, but I don't think it's competition. There's room for everyone. I think there's room, and the thing is, that's something that so I actually call her Latoya, but everyone knows her as Lioness. Yeah. That's the one thing that we always talk about, and we say that if one of us wins, the others also win, because it's just the same as the Nigerian music industry. Yeah. Yeah. So if everyone knows Wizkid and everyone knows Davido, or what, any artist that comes from out of Nigeria that's doing well will be well accepted internationally because of people like even Burna Boy. Yeah. So if one of us wins, then we can get recognition just by that one person. People will likely more accept you because of this other individual. So 100%. I feel like we need to stray off from that competitiveness. It's fantastic you mentioned the Nigerian music scene there. If you look at the Nigerian music industry, there's loads of collaborations. In there. Loads. But little known artists collaborating with big names and giving them that platform to promote themselves. We have the likes of Naira Marley. Naira Marley was based in the UK. He went back to Nigeria and he featured on I keep forgetting his name now. One of the big artists in Nigeria, and he became well known as well. Now he's a solo artist doing his own thing and giving a platform to other people as well. We mentioned that people like Wizkid. Wizkid was with Banky W. Banky W, gave him the platform to sing and showcase his talent. Now Wizkid is worldwide known. Everyone knows him. Davido as well. Exactly. I mean, everyone as well. I mean, Burna Boy recently won the Grammy as well. And it's a win for Africa, isn't it? It's a win for Africa. We have Burna Boy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to be more we need to be more united in every front. I mean, Africans have so much. I mean, we're setting trends that we don't even recognize. I mean, it's unbelievable the way African music is being received worldwide.
Yeah. I mean, I think it is. But I must say something. Within the Namibian music industry, I love the way you guys work. You put in the work. Because we see your videos, we see the crafts you put in to make the beats as well, and there's attention to detail. I've seen some of the videos you've done. I've seen Now Less's one as well, and the other artists I'm bringing on next week as well. I mean, I've seen that will be not. I think that's a standard that needs to be put in. Because we shouldn't be having some half-baked kind of effort into being an artist. Exactly. I mean, you need to put all your in there, and because you want to be passionate about what you're doing, you want to showcase the best of the continent because you're representing the continent as well. I think that's quite amazing. So, I mean, what collaborations are you? Sorry, Karen.
No, sorry. It's okay. Go on.
Yeah, I mean, what collaborations are you looking forward to? In the music industry.
So, locally right now, I don't even want to mention it, but Lioness and I are working on something.
Oh my gosh! I'm super excited.
I'm pretty excited.
Oh my gosh! Exclusive here on Double9Radio. Hopefully, I can get you both back on when this amazing project is done. I'm looking forward to having you.
Definitely.
Yes, when this project is done, because I think it's going to be amazing. It's just going to be mind blowing. Wow. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Okay, look out for that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, that's going to be amazing as well. Okay, so Lioness is one. Any other artists you're looking forward to, might be, say, what, I would like to work with this artist.
You know what? There's an artist it's actually a group in Namibia. They're called Mazanga. Very, 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 very talented group. They're also one of those artists that don't get the credit they deserve. I actually want to work with them. And then there's another one called Ethnics Namibia as well. So you should check them out. They're also very, very, very talented group. And I'm actually looking forward to having some collaborative projects with them as well. Outside of Namibia, I'm going to keep that on the DL for now.
On the DL for now, she say. She want to keep it on the download. She doesn't want to share. Maybe something is cooking. Who knows? Chikune.
Something is definitely cooking. I have an international artist as well.
Amazing.
So
amazing.
He's an African artist. He's also one of my favorites. I'm working to get to work with him. So yeah, you guys must just listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you listen. Make sure you follow her on Instagram as well. I have tried to get that information from her, but she's keeping mum. She's keeping silent on that one. She says she wants to do it on the DL, on the download. That's what Chikune said this evening. Okay, fantastic. Great. Okay, Chikune, if I was asking you, or anyone was asking, say, Chikune, I think you're an amazing artist, but I've never heard your music before. What sets your music apart, and what's unique about your music? This is someone that's never listened to your music. What would you say to them?
I'd say I've never been boxed into a genre. Some people always force me to find an identity, but I feel like my identity is just it's an orthodox sound. It's Afro fusion. I started singing jazz, so it's like jazz incorporated with any other African sound, and I'm versatile. It fits. So just listen and love it. That's all.
That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. 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 I mean, that's a good way. You don't want to be boxed as, this is the type of genre you are. This is what you are. Your own unique self. Just listen to the music, and we just played your new single, and that single, it's amazing. It's amazing. The flow, the beats, I think is great. So, I mean, you can never be boxed. But I mean, what are your main musical influences? Because you talk about jazz. Who are your main musical influences?
It's funny you ask, because they don't even fit into, I guess they fit into the influence that they gave me is more vocally rather than the sound, because I actually started singing old music from the old days, like Nina Simone, Etta James, Patsy Cline, and those are the people that got me into music, that made me start music. I used to sing them as a child, so they actually the influences. My role models, so to say.
Wow.
Yeah, but because now of the commercial market, I've had to make some minor adjustments. But it's also because I love dancing, man. Let me put a dancing beat to a jazz vocal.
I think all ladies in Namibia can dance.
Yeah.
I think all ladies in Namibia can dance. I don't know. I said it because Lioness got moves as well, and Chikune got moves as well, because I've seen a video. Oh my word, they can move. Trust me. I am coming to Namibia soon as well. After this pandemic, I need to come and experience some of the Namibian hospitality.
You should come.
I am looking forward to it. Okay, so we talk about Chikune. I'm trying to pronounce it the way you told me to. We talk about Chikune and Colleen. Is there a difference in style and personality?
Well, Colleen, in starting out in the industry, I always had to differentiate between Colleen and Chikune. So I found that I was always told that I needed to keep the two separate, and then Chikune I considered my alter ego.
Okay.
So Colleen had to be different on stage. I'm a shy person, really shy. I hate attention. I don't like to be center of attention. I'm uncomfortable with that. So I barely, if I meet someone who doesn't know me, I barely mention the fact that I'm an artist unless, I have to. So that's Colleen. But Chikune is just the diva, man.
Chikune is a diva, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here. And Colleen is a shy one, but she transforms into Chikune when she's on the stage as well. Amazing.
Yeah.
So what do you enjoy most about being an artist? Tell us what's that thing that makes you look forward to going on stage?
For me, the best thing about being an artist is, for me, it's a creative process as well. I love that. I love being in studio. I love creating. If I'm not in studio for a month or a period of 2 months, I become Gepro. So, and then for performing, for me, it's just the response of the crowd, just forcing them to engage, and just the dancing. For me, I love it. I love the dancing.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. I think we'll be asking some of the questions coming in, because we're having questions coming in as well. We will get back to those questions as well. I mean, you got my listeners excited this evening, Chikune. Amazing. Okay.
Really? Okay.
Okay. So, I mean, we talked about the Namibian industry, entertainment industry as well earlier. And you said, what it's like, it was lack of collaborations in there. So, as a female artist, are there any limitations within that industry?
Oof. Yeah, people love this question, eh? But you know what? I'll be straight with you. In terms of female artists, the perception is that whatever you succeed as a female, it's not solely because of you. Either you did something compromising to get where you are, or you had some support, and usually the support is male, male-oriented, And that's the thing that's hardest, is just getting the respect and the acknowledgement for people to realize that you are just as talented, you're just as hardworking, and you don't necessarily need a man to make your dreams come true, you know. So that for me was the biggest struggle, differentiate between, you know, people using your sexuality against you. You know, that was for me the most challenging thing when I started. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I think you're right. You know, people need to believe that women can achieve things without, you know, doing anything compromising, as you mentioned, and they can achieve great things as well. I mean, it's not a unique issue, isn't it? You know, it's something that, you know, hopefully will be eradicated within the industry. And also, I mean, you're a typical example of women can achieve anything they set their heart to. You're a doctor and you're a successful artist. Amazing. And a mother as well. And a wife as well, which is quite amazing.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to go quickly into the questions as well. I think this question is from someone in South Africa. But I'm going to read the question. Maybe you will understand it more because I'm a bit confused on it. It says, Chikune's last clip looks amazing. Can she explain the story, though?
The last clip?
Yes.
Or the last, what did you say?
Yes, the last clip.
The last post.
Maybe last post. Yeah, I think it was last post they're trying to type. So Chikune's last post, probably, yeah, I think it's post. The book clip. You know, last clip looks amazing. Can she explain the story? Possibly it was about the the single.
The heart with the audio artwork.
Possibly.
Oh yeah.
The last music video. The last music video. They've actually responded.
Oh, the last music video. Okay, cool. So the last music video, it was Musuvera, and it was dropped during the time of lockdown and actually created during the time of lockdown. And for this video, I wanted to sort of give the Namibians or the people listening to the song or to watching the video a sense of escape, you know, a sense of escape from reality, because we were all stuck in our homes and we all wanted to, you know, travel and see different places. So if you watch the video, it sets a scene where I come into in a warehouse, and it's like post-apocalyptic, in a post-apocalyptic era, and I get these device that I insert, and then it takes me to an alternate universe. So I just wanted the people to feel an escape, when we did that video.
Okay.
And I gave them different beautiful scenes that they could just enjoy. It was just mainly just candy for the eyes. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I think, but hopefully you've answered that question. Thank you for that. Okay, I'll go on to the question from Tammy in Ireland. Tammy says, what is the most defining moments of your career so far?
So for me, the most defining was just when I started as Chikune, when I won the Female Artist of the Year to Namibian Music Award. And then the same year, then I received recognition from the African Magazine Music Award, which is for the diaspora, and I won Female Artist of Southern Africa, and it was the most unexpected thing. I didn't even realize that they're looking or even paying attention, and so for me that was the most defining. It was just a validation that I'm on the right path, you know. Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, and I think this person again from South Africa, they're quite, you know, he said, you know, the costume, and traditional, and the tradition, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're asking about the costume. Was it traditional? I don't know.
The only traditional costume that was the one where it's called the Oshikaivanu. It's called Odonde. I want you to say it, Double9. Odonde.
Can you say that again? You're trying to put me on the spot now. Okay. What is it?
Odonde.
Ozonde.
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 Yes. So it's Ozonde. Yeah.
Ozonde.
So it's the female traditional. Yeah, it's a female traditional Herero dress.
Okay.
And it has that distinctive hat that's called Oshikaiva.
Oshikaiva.
That hat now is Oshikaiva, yeah, and it's like a representation of the cows the cow horns.
Do you know what? Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. I know what they're talking about now. I saw that picture as well. You looked amazing in that. I think it was like a pink dress, and you wear this amazing hat.
No.
Is it that one? No.
It's the red dress with the infinity African dress. You must watch. It's very beautiful. It's my favorite scene for that video.
Amazing.
You guys, you should check it out. It was amazing. The way it came out, it's actually my favorite scene of the video. That's the traditional way. The red hat and the red dress that goes around fills the entire room. Yeah. So.
Wow,
that's
amazing.
Art,
representing your tradition or your culture is very important as well. Okay, the phone lines are still open. I'm still going to read out some more questions if we've got it as well. The number is 074 956 36899. That's 074 956 36899. If you're calling from out of the UK or want to send a WhatsApp or call via WhatsApp, just add +44 74 956 36899. Okay, we've got more questions as well. So we've got another question from... Okay, this is Lola. Lola says, what's the most courageous thing you've ever done?
The most courageous?
The
most courageous? Oh. I guess it's just continuing, pushing through. Okay, I take that back. The most courageous thing I did was finish med school.
Yes, I think so.
Me, I wanted to quit so many times. Honestly, I wanted to so badly, but just pushing through it.
I think so.
I would say that.
I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah.
Because I think that's quite amazing as well. Yeah. That's quite amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
we got another question from James. James said, if you were to open a show for anybody, who would it be?
Oh, now that is a question. Okay. So there are two artists from Africa that I would really, Tiwa Savage.
Okay.
Oh, yes, yeah, and one day. I'm also very much into the Tanzanian sound. If I could open a show for Rayvani.
Amazing.
And Diamond Platinums as well.
Okay, yes, great artist you mentioned there. Great artist. Amazing. Okay, we'll take this last question from Grace. Grace is in East London. Says, do you sing in the shower?
Yes, of course.
Yes, she says yes, she does sing in the shower.
I feel like every vocalist maybe sings in the shower. I mean, that's the place. That's where you let it loose and just, just blow out those notes even though they suck. That's where you let loose.
Exactly. You're right.
Yeah.
I always ask this question as well. When artists write songs, I mean, for example, when you write songs, where do you get that inspiration from? I mean, do you have to sit, in front of a window and let the sun rays come into your face, and you're looking into the sky and getting this, innovation, or you have to you have to walk down the stream and listen to the river flowing? Oh my gosh, and feel the grass going through your feet. Is that where you get inspiration from?
Oh, Double9, so dramatic. I actually, I don't have much of a process, I find I hear a beat and I'm like, if this beat speaks to me, then I want to write on it. And then I sometimes prefer writing in studio while I'm recording. And then if I'm stuck, I like to take the song home with my earphones and just sit while my kid is running around. So that's my simple process. I don't have anything like dramatic or.
Okay, fantastic.
I sit at home in a studio and I write.
Okay, not by the window. Not by the window. Look into the sun rays. Look into the sunset. No.
No.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so any young aspiring artists listen to you right now saying, "Wow, she's a doctor. She's a successful artist as well, award-winning artist as well." What advice would you give them?
I just, I would just tell them, something that I've always kept in my heart. I would say if you aim for the impossible, you can achieve the best possible.
Amazing.
And for me, don't let anyone, there's a lot of naysayers, there'll be a lot of naysayers in your life, and don't let anyone tell you that it's not possible or that you won't finish or that you won't make it, that it's going to be hard. Anything that you do that's worth having or worth anything that you dream about is going to be challenging. So the key is just to push and just, you have to just trample over those obstacles and just get through it. Just do it. That's all.
Just do it.
That's all I'm going to say.
Just do it. Just do
it.
That's an amazing advice there. Never let the naysayers get in your way. Just achieve it as well. And, you can always achieve the best if you do put yourself in that position as well. Okay, Chikune, tell us something that no one knows. Tell us a fun fact here live on Double9Radio that no one knows about. Tell us a fun fact about yourself.
A fun fact.
Exclusive. We can check this, We can check. This is no one has to know about this. No one should know. Even, tell us a fun fact.
A fun fact. I told you everything now, Double. Okay. I love. Okay, right now I'm a television fanatic, and my family is completely irritated by the fact that I love TV. I don't know. I don't know. It's boring, but it's only.
It's a fact. It is a fun fact. You've been watching TV so much.
I love watching TV. It's not good. It's not healthy.
Yeah, I guess you're catching up on all the shows you've missed when you were doing your med exams, and now you're finally a doctor.
It's my vice. Yeah, it's my vice. But, I told you everything. I'm an open book.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so.
Chikune, I've had such an amazing time with you on the show today. It's been amazing. I want to keep you here for another 24 hours, but I guess, I might get a warning if I did that. But, I want to say a big thank you for coming on the show this evening. I hope you've had a great time.
Thank you so much. I had a blast. Thank you so much for having me.
Fantastic.
And thank you guys all. Thank you so much for the questions, guys.
Thank you everyone for the questions. So, do share your Instagram handle as well so anyone out there can follow and get updated on any releases you might have.
All right, so you guys can follow me on Chikune. So that's CHIKUNE_official. So that's how you spell official. And then that's on Instagram. And then you can check me out on Twitter. My Twitter is pathetic, but I'm working on it. I'm new to Twitter.
Okay.
So you guys can also follow me on Chikune Nam. So it's Chikune, capital letter NAM, one word. Yeah, and then on Facebook it's just Chikune. Yeah, the way it's said.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so follow me there. Check out my new releases. So I'll be a lot more busy this year with my music. So I'm super excited.
Exactly. Amazing. I'm super excited as well. And I'm looking forward to that collaboration between you and Lioness as well. Hopefully we can get you both back on the show talking about that new release as well. So anyway, if you need to follow on Instagram as well, all you need to do, you can go onto our Instagram page as well and click on today's flyer and you will see the handle in the description of today's show. Chikune, it's been amazing to have you on the show. I can't wait to have you back. And I do wish you the best and best in the future as well. And a big congratulations on being a medical doctor as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Fantastic.
All right, have a good night.